What happened to you?
One minute you're defending the whole galaxy, and suddenly you find yourself sucking down Darjeeling with
Marie Antoinette and her little sister.
On to movie number 99, which is Toy Story. Time for a quick synopsis. Woody, a good-hearted cowboy doll who belongs to a young boy named Andy, sees his position as Andy's favorite toy jeopardized when his parents buy him a Buzz Lightyear action figure. Even worse, the arrogant Buzz thinks he's a real spaceman on a mission to return to his home planet. When Andy's family moves to a new house, Woody and Buzz must escape the clutches of maladjusted neighbor Sid Phillips and reunite with their boy. I'm not gonna lie, I know Toy Story was such a big childhood movie, but I personally never really liked the first Toy Story. I was obsessed with the second one. So watching the first one, like, I will say I appreciated it more as an adult just because there's so many lessons. Like the fact that Woody is so jealous when Buzz comes because he feels like his place in Andy's life is getting taken over. I mean, I feel like that kind of relates to like when you have an older kid and the parents are gonna have another kid, so the kid like feels like it's getting replaced. So that's like a lesson there. Then you kind of have like Sid, who I forgot in this movie, but he was a wild child. Like, y'all. I don't know who designed him as a child in this movie, but y'all. But yeah, and then I feel like this movie did have like a lot of adult humor that went over my head when I was younger, and I appreciated watching it this time around. There were like so many like nostalgia parts that I just like I remember watching when I was a kid, and I'd forgotten about it. Like I really enjoyed like the whole Pizza Planet scene with all the aliens and the claw. They always cracked me up. They were one of my favorite people in this movie because I was like, they're hilarious. And Woody was actually funny to me too, just his little phrases and how he would just get mad at stuff, and he's just like, oh. And then Buzz is just in his own world, like eventually goes through a crisis when he realizes he's a toy and not actually the Buzz Lightyear, which I feel like as adults a lot of us can relate to that because we kind of go through those crises every now and again. Like I just kind of feel like this movie was kind of relatable as an adult. I feel like it still held up, and I guess I can understand why it's movie number 99 just because like it was such a big movie of its time. That the messages that were in this movie. Mr. Potato Head was hilarious. I don't think I remembered him being so funny, but he had me cracking up in this movie. Like you just had so many moments. Then you had like all of Sid's weird toys that he reconstructed. Yeah, they were kind of creepy, but I mean that's a whole nother message in this movie. Don't judge a person by how they look, because Woody was like, oh no, and then he found out that these other toys were like some of the nicest toys, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I prejudged you based on how you look. So there's just honestly so many lessons, and it was an entertaining watch. It's still not my favorite Toy Story, so I am excited. And next, I just want my childhood back. I gotta throw in Toy Story 2 because that one was my favorite one when I was younger, so we're gonna have to rewatch that. But yeah, let me know if you guys remember Toy Story, which I know y'all do because that's such a classic movie. And I think they're coming out with a Toy Story 5 or 6 either later this year or next year. So they're still making Toy Stories when the first one came out in 1995. So that is a good like 30 years that they've been making these movies. So yeah, I know you definitely remember this movie, but let me know if you think it deserves to be number 99. I'm kind of thinking like, if this movie was 99, I don't know what to expect of the other ones. Like maybe as we go up in the order, they're about to be amazing if this one's 99, but who knows? I don't know. But okay, I'll see y'all soon.
This has been another episode of Real Talk with Noelle.